Hello, and welcome to the second annual Lights Camera Greenfield film screening and award ceremony. My name's Ian Hamilton. I am the programming coordinator at Greenfield Community Television and also the event organizer for this film contest. But of course, it was not a solo effort, so let me introduce you to the rest of the GCTV staff, starting with Nick Ring, our executive director.
Excellent. Great. Hi. Sorry, missed my cue. Hi, everyone. I'm Nick Ring. I am the Executive Director of Greenfield Community Television. I'm excited to be here. I've been here a little over a year, and we've got this great staff who've been working on all sorts of amazing projects. So we do more than government meetings. Secretly, I love meetings, but we have a lot of fun here. I'm really excited for this. This is, as Ian has noted, the second annual Lights Camera Greenfield. So I'm looking forward to everything that we're doing here. And from here, we are going on to Philippe Simone, our production coordinator.
Thank you, Nick. I am Philippe Simone, the production coordinator here, and I'm the guy that gets to do a lot of those wonderful meetings to bring our town's issues and events to you directly through GCTV. I also do a few shows of my own, and I've really enjoyed this Lights Camera Greenfield whole event and contest, and I just want to welcome everybody to the show, and I want to turn things over to Sky.
Hi, sorry, I was muted. I'm Sky, and I work at Greenfield Community Television, and I love my job because I got paid to watch you guys' videos, and that's the best thing in the world because your videos were so funny or well done and creative, and I loved being able to watch them and judge them. And this is the second annual LCG, as everyone is saying. It takes a lot of work to put this all together, so I'm really grateful to be able to work with my coworkers and have this be a thing. This is our second time doing the LCG contest in general, but it's our first time doing it online and distanced. So it was a new experience for me, and it was fun. So I'm going to turn it back to our Ian.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it was very different trying to do this entire competition this year. I'm sure everyone is aware. We try to keep this as socially distanced as possible, and naturally we're doing this virtually. But for anyone who is wondering what Lights Camera Greenfield is, it is a film sprint types competition where each participant or each team has 2 weeks to complete a short film. This year they had to make their films under 4 minutes. And they have to follow a handful of prompts. They're chosen at random, and they have to incorporate them in some way, whether it's spoken, shown, mentioned somehow within the movie. And there's also a universal prompt that every team has to use. So it's for this year, we thought long and hard about what we wanted to try. And so what we tried this year was all of the prompts for each team involved nouns and verbs. And so each team was randomly selected to have 2 nouns and 2 verbs that they had to incorporate. And then each team had to use the universal prompt of fall because it's fall and it's a noun and a verb. So it seemed appropriate. And seeing what these teams have come up with for their short films was pretty remarkable. And the amount of talent that went into these it kind of blew me away seeing what people pulled off in this 2-week period. So before we get into the movie, I do want to just briefly mention that while we're doing this virtually, and last year we had the public screening at the Greenfield Garden Theater, so we're not doing that this year, but we are going to have a few screenings this Saturday, October 31st, at the Greenfield Garden Theater. It's not going to be an event, but you will be able to go see these on the big screen, and I highly recommend it because the talent involved in these movies is rather remarkable. But I think everyone's just kind of here to see these movies, so I think without any further ado, let's watch them all.
Now we just watch for a while.
And we're sure they can't hear us now.
What?
Sunday dinner. We gotta go. If I'm late, my mom's just literally gonna impale me.
Why don't you just take the shortcut through the woods?
Nah, man, that's like bad energy. You know how she is.
And how old are you?
It's just not worth it.
Whatever, you guys are both crazy.
I gotta get rid of all this evidence.
I've already cut the lasagna.
See? I'm not late.
Yeah, I'm here. Wait for the signal. It's gone bad. So you're going to do all of the things that I normally do. Clean, go to work, all those boring tasks. Okay? I'm going to go explore the galaxy.
What is wrong with him?
He realizes that sugar is a poison.
Then what do we do?
Here, mail this. And while you're in town, pick up a head of lettuce.
Why don't you just call him?
Do as I say, and don't forget the lettuce. Ah, Dr. Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer.
Sorry, Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer. Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer.
Sorry, Hassenpfeffer.
Close enough. Yeah. And did you give him an object?
Yes, well, I gave him a head of lettuce. He's just staring at it.
A head of lettuce. A head of lettuce.
I never liked his candy that much anyway.
Box smash, chocolate oscillate. Yeah, yeah. Box smash, chocolate oscillate. Yeah, yeah. Box smash, chocolate oscillate. Box smash, chocolate oscillate. Box smash, chocolate. Oscillate. Yeah.
I went to get some chocolate just to give to a friend. I had to disinfect it before I brought it to them. Make sure you wear a mask when you get to their door. 'Cause if you wear your mask, you'll be on the dance floor.
Matchbox. 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 Mash chocolate, no!
This just in. Fall is caused by the Earth's tilt, not our distance from the sun. When the northern hemisphere tilts towards the sun, we get warmer. When it tilts away, we get colder.
Eat your chocolate. Eat your chocolate. Eat your chocolate. At the dinner table. Box smash, chocolate oscillate. Yeah, yeah. Box smash, chocolate oscillate. Yeah, yeah.
Whether traveling from one state to another, from North America to South America, or from the North Pole to the South Pole, many birds spend this season traveling to mating grounds or finding food.
Potato. Potato. Chop 'em all up. Chop 'em all up. Chop 'em all up. Potato. Pour it down. Potato. Mash it down. Mash it down. You got mashed potatoes. Oscillate. 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 Oscillate.
What do you call a pepper in late autumn? A little chili.
Waiter, I'd like a plate of box mash. Box mash, box mash. Box mash, box mash. Waiter, take a second helping. Box mash, box mash. Delicious box mash.
On behalf of the entire news staff here, we'd like to wish you all a very safe and happy weekend as you'll be traveling through the highways looking at fall foliage in its brilliance. This is the height this weekend. So drive safely and keep your eyes on the road. Good night.
Breaking news report. Recently convicted killer Daniel Moore has escaped from police custody. Moore is apprehended by Detective David Spencer after a search that took place for 3 years. Moore is a highly dangerous killer and has been found guilty of 2 murders and with evidence possibly tracing him to 3 more. If anyone has any information on the whereabouts of Daniel Moore, contact the police station immediately.
Thanks, Tom. Our thoughts go out to Detective Spencer and the police crew who are working on this case. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Fall is officially here, folks. That means apple picking, cider drinking, and lots and lots.
Hello, Detective. This is Daniel Moore. You will never find me. That's why I've made you these tapes. I killed the gymnast. I killed that old mailman. I slit the throat of that young teacher. The doctor. The kid walking home alone at night. All of them and more. Detective, you will never find me. You will never take me in. By now you've reached the last tape. You're probably searching frantically. By now you've reached the last tape. You're probably searching. By now you've reached the last tape. You're probably searching frantically. Detective Spencer, little do you realize, in this whole time, after all these years, I've been hunting you, baiting you, luring you in, like some wild animal. And just like a wild animal, Detective Spencer, I have you trapped.
morning, everybody. How we all doing today? Okay, cool. Well, we're off to a good start. Oh, we got a ceiling in a hand. That's good. Okay. Did anybody do any fun fall things this past weekend?
We can't do anything. Everything is canceled.
Fall is canceled.
What do you mean everything is canceled? Like, have you been outside? Have you seen the trees? Fall, it's still happening. It's here. See, not everything is terrible. Just most things are terrible. We harvested our one pumpkin we had growing in our garden. Anyway, let's get into our stuff today. We're going to talk about sound and film, and this is a film class, and we're doing this, and I think I'm going to have like a slow fade here, so it looks like I really think you guys should try to wear headphones. I think it's going to make that whole experience really immersive. So go ahead, do that, and I will see you all back here tomorrow. And then, Casey, before you go, can you just turn on your camera so I know you're alive? And this is me welcoming you, settling in. Just a reminder, we're now required to use our cameras. Jonah, Casey, if you could turn that on, that would be great. You should take out your headphones now and put those on, because I think that'll be important for this like really immersive experience. Casey, are you doing okay there?
I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, you really want to stretch those out. See if you can get around here. Here, just watch me. See, maybe you could mimic this action. If you just open them up nice and big, you can get them all the way around. You got it?
I'm fine.
You sure? Okay, you sure? That's gonna work? All right, recording piece, and otherwise I'll see you folks tomorrow. All right, bye.
I'm sorry, I didn't have enough time to pick up these blankets before you got here. Such a mess. How's my hair? Mind telling us who you are? My name's Marcus, and I'm here to tell a scary but true story. What happened? Yeah, well, it happened last month. I was watering some flowers I planted over the summer. I hear a strange noise. Not a thud, not footsteps. It was a sound I've never heard before. It sounded like it was coming from every direction in the sky, like a 360 audio speaker in a small living room. It was very loud. I saw the garage door open by itself. I have a button inside of my house that opens it, but I certainly didn't hit it. I peek inside of my house to see the button is in the same place I left it, so I knew no one touched it. Also, no one else was with me. I headed toward the garage and peeked around the car, and because I didn't know if someone got in the garage or if they had a weapon, or I was just playing safe. I start to slowly walk toward the open door, and I hide behind the wall. I peek my head in, and I see something. It was dressed in all black, and it had its back faced towards me. And then it turns around with its head held down. I quickly got back behind the wall, but it was too late, and it saw me. I was almost positive I was gonna die that day. I peek around the corner again, and I see it rise its head up. It looked exactly like me. We stood there face to face, just staring. It took a step forward, and then another step. I was in too much shock to run. All I could do was stare and shake in place. It reached its arm out, touched my shoulder, and I finally snapped back into reality. How did you manage to get away? I don't quite remember. All I know is that I made it out unharmed and safe. Thank you for sharing your story with us. No problem. No problem at all. Never hurts to get the truth out. And we're gonna make sure it stays that way. Alright, you have a nice day. Thanks for the t-shirt.
I was muted. Well, there you have it. Those are the videos for the second annual Lights Camera Greenfield Film Competition. Like I said, they were all fantastic videos. We enjoyed watching them, and I watched some of them. I watched them all multiple times. They're really enjoyable. And as you saw, there were a couple of staff videos. We wanted to get in on the fun, and actually, Philippe wanted to say something about his experience making his videos. First time him making a video like that. Philippe?
Thank you, Ian. And thank you so much for creating this event for GCTV. I found that when you asked about the staff doing a video, I pondered it. I really wondered if there would be time, but I was curious and I wanted to see if I could actually make something like that. So what I found most interesting about that is that it took me like 2 or 3 hours to create a scene or create a set and to costume change, to set up all the angles of the cameras, get the lighting right. And then what I actually filmed was maybe about 1 minute to 5 minutes long maximum. So that was a really interesting thing to learn. And I decided, because I really enjoyed making this video, that I want to make at least a new video, something funny about what's going on in the world, at least every other month. So this has put me on a new trajectory. Again, thank you GCTV and Ian, not only for hiring me as a staff member, but for making my life more fun. I really appreciate that. I'm just going to quickly now allude to the gifts that we have. Some generous businesses donated some gifts so that we could give prizes to those people who won in this contest. So first place is a $25 gift certificate from John Doe Used Records, and the value is actually enhanced because this is a single by Ronnie Dove called Let's Start All Over Again, a really wonderful singer from the 50s. Second place will get a yummy and delicious treat with a Tito's Taqueria gift card. And that's almost 25, but just a little bit less. But an exquisite lunch it'll provide. Third place is a small cheese pizza from our friends at the Village Pizza Place. And everybody, all the people who entered this, except for staff, of course, and that's fine because I will go and get some popcorn and pay for my own ticket. Their popcorn's excellent. But the Garden Cinema, your own local cinema interested in showing films that you make, we're going to give you guys 2 free passes, and we're going to encourage them to continue showing local films. That's all I have to say for now, and I think it's up to Ian to come back in at this point.
Yep. So we had some wonderful businesses donate some prizes for everyone, and when we announce these, if you are one of the winners, you can organize with us, and we can create some contact-free pickup for you, either at the offices or whatever is convenient for you and for us. But without further ado, let's announce some winners. So we're going to start with the third place prize. Third place goes to Lost Woods Production with The Hunted. You have won a small cheese pizza from Village Pizza, and you won third place in the second annual Lights Camera Greenfield. Yay! Aberrant, that last film you saw. The Greenfield Garden Theater.
I think it's pronounced aberrant.
Maybe it is pronounced aberrant. I don't know words sometimes. All right, first place. Are we ready for first? All right, for first place, the grand prize goes to the team with The Confession. The Confession. The team gets a $25 gift card to John Doe Jr. Used Records, and again, 2 movie passes to the Greenfield Garden Theater. So those are our third, second, and first place prizes. Lost Wood Production, Zen Zero Films, and The Team. But, just as we said, every team that submitted a film is going to get some movie passes, but we've also got some awards available to the other films as well. And for the first runner-up award, we have the award for Most Pumpkins, and that goes to the GHS AV Club with Pumpkinhead. And then for the next award, we have for Best Puppetry, and that goes to Girl Scout Troop 64792. I hope I got those numbers right. 64792. They did a great job. And what was interesting about a lot of these films is they were many participants who participated last year. And seeing so many people come back because they had fun the first time honestly meant more to me than anything. We actually had more people finish who signed up than we did last year. So due to the pandemic, we had less people sign up, but ultimately we had more movies. So I won't argue with that at all. But for our next award, we have the closest close-up, and that goes to Local Bias Productions with The Fall of the Candy Maker. All right, and then for the next one, for our final one, for 33 Unicorns, they get Most Meditative. It was a wonderful film to just watch and see some of the wonderful locations around town. And some really fun and interesting music. So Most Meditative goes to 33 Unicorns with The Whistle of the Hobo. So, with the awards announced, I just want to say if you enjoyed what you saw and you want to take part, we will be doing this next year. We usually do this in either late September or October, so just keep your eyes open for that, like our pages and follow us on YouTube and all of that good social media stuff. I also want to remind you that we do have the screenings of all of the films you just saw. So if you saw them and loved them so much you wanted to take your friends to it, we are doing garden screenings on October 31st. That's this Saturday, and there will be 3 screenings in the morning. One at 9 a.m., 10:15, and one at 11:30 a.m. So you can go to the Garden Theater and see all of these up on the big screen. And so just to wrap up with a few more things about what GCTV does, we are currently working on our reopening plans. We are not really having any producers come in as of right now, but we do have equipment and resources available. So we have some cameras, we have some lights, we have some audio equipment. If you want to make a movie, if watching these has inspired you, you can use equipment, or we can teach you and show you resources that'll teach you how to make movies on your phone. It's really easy nowadays. Everyone's walking around with pretty good cameras that you can make a movie at any time of day, any time of year. Just let us know. And if you make this stuff, please let us know and send us the videos, because not only we'll show it on the channel, and it's always fun to just see your stuff on the TV. All of these shows will be on, all of these movies will be online on the GCTV YouTube page, will be shown on the channel. And if you have any questions, you can just email any of the staff in particular, or you can just email at the mail@gctv.org. Give us a call. If we don't answer right away, we will answer any voicemails that you may leave. So just ask questions. We're here to help you make movies, even though we're not like physically open all the time. We are here to help you make stuff, and we want you to make stuff. Please make fun and excellent movies. So I just want to thank all of the participants, all of the people watching this right now. Thank you so much. This is a huge relief to see how successful this has gone and how many people have enjoyed it. I also want to thank our prize sponsors, John Doe Jr. Records, Tito's Taqueria, Village Pizza, and of course the Greenfield Garden Theater. We thank you so much for the support that you've done for this program. And again, just go see them on the big screen this Saturday, 9 a.m., 10:15, and 11:30. And I think with that, this is the conclusion of the second annual Lights Camera Greenfield. I really hope you enjoyed it, because I know we did. So if we worked on it and enjoyed it, I'm sure you did too.